So what's up, guys? I'm here today with everyone.
Hey guys.
And we're going to talk today about the power of masterminding and networking. So we got some really smart people here. We spent the weekend here at Rico's Mastermind. There was like tens of millions of dollars in this house worth of knowledge. So definitely learned a lot. So we're going to talk about the power of that. So Rico, why don't you tell us what this weekend was about?
Typically I'll host one free mastermind a year. I want people to understand that anyone can become successful. And it doesn't matter what you do, whether you're drop shipping or reselling or running IG pages for people. Anyone has the power to change their lives. I started with nothing, and now I'm out here driving Lamborghinis and 1,000 horsepower GTRs and stuff. And I got to meet the coolest people on the planet just by luck. Actually, I got to go to Paul's mastermind, and now he's one of my closest friends, and he's one of the coolest people I know. And Mr. Rakin over here, I got to meet him through Paul, and I watched all his content for years, and I want that for everybody. I still get starstruck, and these are my friends. And people come in and ask all these questions, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't get the opportunity to do. You guys may see some of the bigger YouTubers, and you ask questions, and they don't get back to you, and I don't want that to be the case with any of us. So I have my friends come out and speak, and they do it out of the kindness of their own hearts, and I appreciate you guys for coming. And that's what it's all about, man. Just giving back and hoping you guys can make use of all the value that we give.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because we all all came together at different times. So this is Rico. We have Lan here, who I met in person, and then Steve. You guys must know Steve Rakin. Him and I go way back.
Yes.
And so then I kind of connected him up with Lan, sort of. And then Romer's been around with Steve, and he's connected us all up together. So it's pretty wild. So, Steve, I know you do a lot with networking. You talk to a lot of people. So, what kind of value do you see in something like this?
Yeah, it's completely different when you're in the flesh interacting with people live. It's almost like, I guess you could compare it to watching a baseball game on TV versus actually going to the stadium and watching the game there. It's a different energy, and you can easily build relationships online, right?
Yeah.
Online, but for example, Rico and I, we've known each other online.
Yeah.
And I've heard great things about you. I've watched and consumed your content. And let's just say 1 through 10, our friendship was maybe a 5 or a 6 because we never met. There's an element of trust that you just can't build through
being online. Yeah.
A video and a keyboard. I mean, you could definitely build it, and I knew you were legit and a good guy. But just after leaving here, getting to shake your hand, talking about things personal things, business things, you get to learn a lot more about a person. And there's been a lot of people here at the Mastermind have revealed things to me that I've never heard on YouTube or Facebook because you build that trust, you earn that trust, you get to shake hands. So it's a lot of value, and I have a feeling that I built a lot of relationships here that are going to definitely last for years. So.
Yeah. The thing is, even the relationships you don't even realize that you built here might be the most valuable. Someone you're just oh yes, grab your number real quick, blah blah blah. And it was a 2-minute conversation versus the 30-minute conversation you had. That 2-minute conversation could take off a year from now.
Absolutely.
Paul.
Yeah, that happened with me with Lan. So her and I met at this event. It was a real estate kind of seminar. We just started talking there. It was, very casual, and next thing I know, she's being our tour guide around Miami. She's helping Steve find an apartment here.
Yeah. She's the best real estate agent. If you guys live in Miami, I got to give you a little shameless plug for Lan.
So
if you live in Miami, have her be your realtor because she is a hustler. I've got a couple friends who are trying to get properties in Miami right now, and their agents are so lazy. They don't do anything. I'm not going to get into being negative right now, but she's a hustler. She's a drop shipper. If you're in Miami, Paul, you're going to have to put her information down below.
I definitely need a place down here.
Thank you. So it's very interesting because I got invited here by Steve on Thursday. On Friday, randomly, and Steve said, "I'm going to an event. Are you coming with me?" And I'm like, "Okay." That's short notice. I'm like, "What is the event about?" He's like, "Mastermind." I'm like, I did not ask any question. I'm just go. I'm like, wherever they invite me, I'm going. So I came here and I meet so many amazing people. The Albert, the Shopify expert, and Rico, and Mitch, and who else?
Oh man, Hassan was here.
Mitch, yeah. So I was interested because I never heard of wholesale dropshipping.
Yeah, I know.
So it's get me interested in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get to meet you, Rick. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Yeah, you guys are so welcome. I'm just glad you guys all came out. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy schedules to come hang out and eat my pizza, Paul, and all that. Didn't even save me any.
I was looking for that yesterday. I couldn't find the pizza.
Yeah, it was gone in a matter of minutes, apparently.
Tariq, I know you have strong opinions about this. What do you say to people who aren't coming to these events and who do want to do stuff with their life but aren't even showing up here?
That you got to be disciplined, guys. Like, I try to host one free event a year, and I went out of my way to make sure that I covered food. I paid for dinner, I paid for the pizza. We went out, we had all this. I paid for an overflow spot, an extra Airbnb for people who didn't have the money to get a hotel room. So I was like, hey, look, I'll cover that. You guys can go stay over there and just make sure you come to the event. And you guys don't understand the power of networking. If I hadn't stepped out of my comfort zone, I would have never met Paul. I would have never met Steve. I would have never met any of these people. And when you can network with others who are at your level or even higher, you can achieve a lot of things much quicker. If I had the network I have now, 10 years ago when I started, I could have been rich a long time ago. It would have taken me 3 years to do all this. I would have been driving Lamborghinis and GTRs and all this stuff, within 3 years, instead of it taking almost 10. So having masterminds and coming to events, like even if you don't think it's going to be worth it, are generally going to help you, because you're going to meet people that are in areas that you may not know that you're even interested in. Steve he has a whole holistic approach to business where my main focus is make money. Shut up, make money. I don't care how you feel. Quit crying. Get to work. Done and done. But having a holistic approach shows that it's not just business. You have to be healthy. You have to be healthy physically and mentally. You got to be ready for it. And I never really looked at it that way. I'm like, I'll just go to the gym and I just go make money because that's what I'm supposed to do. But when you sit down and you think about it, health is wealth. And if you're not healthy, you can't have a successful business because you're going to be trying to constantly fix issues with your health, whether that be physical or mental. Having Paul, be here, he's so just laid back and relaxed, and I'm always like animated all the time, like I gotta do this, Paul. But having him show me like, yo, man, it's not that big a deal. Relax, take it easy. It helps. So maybe that's something that you guys need to realize. The next time you say, hey, I want to go to an event, but I'm not going to show up because I want to play Madden.
Yeah, and I know, like for myself, I'm extremely introverted. So like coming to these events, I'm exhausted every night. Talking to people, answering questions, I love it, but I'm exhausted every night. But I still come to it because I always leave feeling so much more empowered than I did when I came. And if you're an introvert like me, you got to push yourself, but you have to do it because you get so much value and motivation and really a path when you come here. It's really worth it.
I think aside from like the whole networking thing, there's also ROI in just seeing people, like just seeing them and being like, holy shit, like this dude's really making it. Mm-hmm. And like being around Rakin, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this dude has 140,000 subscribers and now we're friends. It's crazy. It's like just watching people like pull out their phone and seeing their sales. It does something to your brain when you realize someone's like an actual, living person doing it versus like, because we get the perception sometimes on YouTube that they're like an alien. Yeah. Like they're ahead of, like they're just cut from a different thread or something. But actually seeing them in person, it's like I think just that. Aside from the whole networking thing, I think just that it's worth it. Just seeing people.
I agree.
Now you're a roommate, not a friend.
Yeah, now we're gonna be living together in Miami. Yeah.
So. Insane. We met at a meetup, Mastermind.
You get to realize that I actually am an alien.
Yeah.
Well, guys, they say that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Today, we're with Romer, Steve, Lan, Rico, and myself. So we're all been very successful with what we do. So next time we have a meetup, you guys definitely have to come out. So don't miss it.
And I'll be telling Paul when the next meetup is so he can post it for you guys.
Hey, me too, man. Let me know.
And Steve, to everyone else, like I'll be letting everyone know, like, hey, we should just, host one and let everybody come and hang out. And hopefully you guys will come and learn something. And if not, that's obviously on you.
If not, just don't hit us up. No,
just like don't ask me questions. Don't slide in my DMs and be like, hey man, can you help me with drop shipping? Like, did you come to my event? Oh no, I was playing Madden.
But if you did make it, I'll have everyone's contact info underneath this video for you guys to check out. And if we get 1,000 likes on this video, Rico said he'll have the next meetup in Hawaii and fly everyone out there.
Oh yeah.
Get 1,000 likes. We'll see what happens. I'm already paying for food and places for everybody, so let's see what happens.
We'll save you some pizza.
Yeah, save me some pizza, not the Hawaiian type thing.
Right.
Pineapple on pizza for you?
I mean, I just don't want pineapple on pizza. Pepperonis.
All right, guys, that's it for now, and see you in the next video. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that by clicking right here. And then I have 2 videos for you to check out. Click on one of those, and I'll see you over in that video in just a few seconds.